You may be on that struggle bus, that struggle train, the struggle plane, and you may even have a struggle walk. But you got to realize that you're okay. Okay? You got to think of first the good times that you had, how you got out of other struggles. We know we don't have enough money. Okay? And that's not everybody, but we don't have enough money. Some people are in debt. Some people are overextended themselves during the holiday. Some people are trying to save money. Some people are doing this, they're doing that. There's other things going on. Some people have squatters in their houses, whatever. Okay, they're struggling. And we know that the government, Congress, is not all of it, is not paying attention at times. And if you know what they're saying about what America, this percentage of Americans are going to default on their credit cards. Well, it would be nice if Congress would listen instead of showing nude photos about they need help with their credit cards. Could you send some money down, fly it down? Not asking the full thing. And it's snowballing. We're snowballing because they're hearing things about others getting money. They don't have any money. It's going to snowball. My mother was talking about we're going to snowball in a minute. And she said, brace yourself. And I'm bracing myself because it could be another March. People are tired of this. Okay, that you're not listening. You're talking about impeaching somebody every day. You're talking about, somebody's case that you have no interest in, no business dealing with. Instead, just deal with the Constitution and the law and do something for us that voted you in. But they're not. And so we have to figure out how to get around it. And it's not the only struggle. What's happening is a lot of people, they're renting and they don't have any money. People had credit cards they've been living off for months. It's going on years. And they're trying to pay them off. You can't. And the companies, they're not really caring. There's some companies that are caring. They're going, okay, let's see if we can figure this out, And some people are afraid to call them, even with one late payment. I don't want to call. Yeah, sometimes you got to call. That's the only way you're going to get out. Like, can you help me out? This is happening. This is happening. Give me one chance to get out of this. Can you help me out? What can I do? But we struggle. We're struggling. And we're struggling with different things. Some things, they will bring you down because you are struggling. Some things, the news will bring you down. You can't believe some of the things that are being said or what's happening. But we have to go on. Okay? You got to remember, whatever they're saying on the news or what they're doing, it's not you. You know you. And you also know you can get out of anything. I've told you that over and over. You can't believe people that you can't get it out of anything, that you can't get where you're going to get, that you can't be a millionaire. Don't sit there and tell, I don't care if you low income, no income, whatever. I don't care. You're middle class, fine. Don't let anybody sit there and tell you that your net worth can't be more than what it is. Don't sit there and let somebody tell you, no, you can't do that. Even if you got to go to a mechanic, maybe you got to go to 2 or 3 mechanics. Don't sit there with that car at that one mechanic and they're ripping you off. It's too high because you didn't have the gumption to take your car to 2 or 3 different places. We bring a lot of stuff down on ourselves because we don't check. I make my kids check everything. And I'm always watching everything. My daughter had ordered something and she had used my debit card, which I usually don't use, and which was fine, didn't mind, But she had got it on there, and she wanted to put a subscription on there. Well, the minute she put the subscription on there, I got this weird thing I think I told you about charge. They were trying my card, but I had my card locked, so you couldn't do anything. After she did that, I locked the card down. I never leave it open unless I'm getting ready to use it. Sometimes I'm right there at where I'm at, and I said, hold up, I got to unlock the card because it'll decline till I unlock it. Well, I had locked it when she was finished. And this weird charge of barista training. Okay, nobody's doing that in my house. Okay, not interested. And it was trying. It was like the dollar, check. They were trying a subscription. And I told her, I said, whoever is in that company that you had, I said, it may not be the company, it could have been the worker. I said, they're trying that card again. And I told her, I said, the next time, number one, I wish you wouldn't go there, okay, again. But next time it's going on a credit card, not the debit card. Because I said, it just happened, I had moved all my money out. I never leave my money in checking account anyway. I leave like a few dollars and I'll run it to the savings. So I'm sitting there, I told her it happened, there was no money in there. Plus I had declined anyway because it was locked. Wasn't nothing in there. I think I left 34 cents in there or something. But, you have to watch and take care. It's like if you got tenants or something, you have to watch and take care. What's going on? Is this really you? That's why they check so hard when you're trying to move in. People fuss about, they check this and they check that. They check because somebody screwed somebody over. We wouldn't be in a lot of stuff if people quit screwing somebody over. It's the same way with them going into these stores and breaking in. Who's going to pay? Us. You're going to pay by either that store moving, like Walmart did, or getting up out of there, targeting them, and then they won't have a store, or the prices are going to go up for the rest of us. We're going to pay more for all that. It's us paying. It's your mother or father paying. Maybe you broke into the store. They're paying extra. You're not really getting it free. We're paying for you getting it free. But sometimes we have to fix things. Parents have to fix things. You need to know where your child is. Maybe you have to fix it. I got to work. You got to work, but your child is doing things. Or maybe you just don't have control of them. You just don't have control and you need some help. But we have to, there's things we have to fix. We got kids living with parents. They don't have a job. Not because they just didn't want to. Okay, not because they couldn't. I don't want to. People are struggling in different ways. Other people are living with parents or whatever. They can't find a place to live. They can't afford a place to live. There's struggles everywhere. I want you to understand it is not just you. But that's not to lighten your load. It means for you to get up and do something about it. And quit feeling bad about it. God is in control. He's watching. And you tell him, take control. I need help. I always say, I got it, but God's got it. He's in control. And things work out. And some things, like I said, I get surprised at and amazed that I was not expecting. It could be just one word and it's just like, boom, there it is. And don't let things get you down. Sit there and figure it out. You are the highest being on this earth. You don't let anybody bully you or anything into doing something you don't want to do, and don't let anybody tell you don't know how to do it. Okay? My mother graduated. She never went to school. She finished at 7th grade, and she went back to 7th grade because they didn't have any other place for her to go because she wanted to go to school so bad. And then her mom wouldn't let her go to the other town. She was afraid. Afraid of the Ku Klux Klan and all that stuff that was going on. So she wouldn't let her go. So she never finished school. My father finished high school and went into the military career. But she never finished school. But she never looked back. She read. She kept doing what she's doing. And I'm going to tell you, she's a smart cookie. She is a smart cookie. She didn't need to go to school. And anything she didn't know, she was there. She went in the courtroom, I know twice that I remember, by herself over something with Social Security stuff and all this other stuff, helping people out. They couldn't afford a lawyer. Mom would go in there and whisper to them, say this, try this. They will work it out, strategy. Be sitting there at the kitchen table. And we're gonna try this tomorrow when we get ready to go to court. And she won all the time. It was like, okay. They would come, what do you think of this? I can't afford a lawyer. She should have been in law school, but she's not thinking about it now at all. But she had that wit, that understanding that I'm going to get through this. You're not stopping me from doing what I can do and want to do. You're not stopping me from getting to the top of that mountain. I'm going to be at the top of the mountain looking down at you. And she's been at the top of that mountain and she's run up and down about 50 times, probably 5,000 times, and she hasn't looked back. And my dad follows right along behind her. The family goes right behind her. And if anybody's not on board, she just like, okay, move out the way, stand in your lane, go over there. There's a difference between class and classless. You can have people in your family that are classless. They have no class. Rich people that have no class. They can have all the money in the world. If you act like a donkey's behind, you have no class. If you have not educated yourself about the races or things that are going on in the world, you don't have any class. You're not even checking. Even if you couldn't read, listen. If you can't listen, have somebody tell you what's going on. But we can find stuff. Now we got the internet. Look on that internet and find people that have been in your situation and see, can you read between the lines? Because everybody's not quite together. We got to read between the lines. What's going on? They used to have with doctors, you couldn't get a second and a third opinion. The doctor would tell you one thing and that was it. Oh, you have cancer. You're going to go. Not anymore. You head to somebody. Let me check over here. Let me check over there. Let me tell you, I had thyroid, and I went to a doctor. I don't know, my mom took me. I think I was 16 or something when they discovered it, but they didn't tell. They said something about thyroid, but that was it. And so they told my mom, we're going to remove blah, blah, blah. Well, it was supposed to be my thyroid, right? I go into the hospital and my cousin happened to be, she was new. She just worked at the hospital. She said, oh, I saw you guys were here and blah, blah, blah. And you're going to have your tonsils taken out tomorrow. And I said, what? We're sitting in the hospital talking about, I said, no, that's not what's supposed to be happening. And so she grabbed the chart. She said, yeah, it's right here. And I was like, oh no, I got to get up out of here. And the nurses were just like, my mom was sitting beside the bed like, what? But see, you didn't get a second opinion. The doctor was always right. Somebody's always right. Everybody's not always right. You need to check. Now we check. You say something. I'm reading those things. I'm not laying up there in the hospital. They got, some of the places got those big screens with the diagnosis and stuff. You can go in there. They want you to read. But see, I read to what I don't need. I don't need to be taking that test. they're not the end all sometimes. We don't need to be doing this. I'm trying to get home, not trying to be tested for 50 years as a guinea pig because I have this mystery disease sometimes and it gets to kicking. But we can take control. You can say no. No, and you can tell God, we're going to fix this. We're going to be all right. We got this. You're my partner. Help me out. Oh, you need God, Jesus, and you. That's all you need. You don't need everybody else out there if you don't want them. You need God, Jesus, and you. You need an expert there. Those two are experts in life. And tell yourself every day, I am not struggling through this anymore. I'm not going through this anymore. Yeah, I may feel a little down, but the minute you feel down, that's when you pop up. We always know we never make my mom cry. She will, if she cries and we see somebody has made her cry, forget it. It's over. She's done. She's done against whatever's happening. She's fixing whatever is happening. She's not going through that again at all. And we learned that as I was growing up. So you need to take care of your situation. If you're struggling, I know we're struggling. We don't know where the money's coming from. We may have to go get another job. We don't want to. I know. We may have to do something to take care of our family. You are strong. You are powerful. That's what you got to get through your head. You are powerful. Maybe you have to think of something. Maybe you can't leave. Maybe you can't leave the house. I can't leave the house. I got young kids. Babysit. Take 3 more. It might be fun. Have you tried it? We did that before. Think of something you can do at the house. Maybe it's not, Etsy or an Amazon or whatever. Think of something you can do. And it takes a brainstorm to sit there. Just sit there and just write down things quick. What can I do? With any situation, if you are struggling, do that brainstorm and go boop, 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 boop. What can we do? Maybe we need to remove a tenant. What are the steps today? What do we need to do? Boom, 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 boom. And I know the tenants are struggling. I'm not saying that, but we got some landlords too. Some of the tenants have not paid in years. And they're trying to get them out. And that's a bit too long. And some of them are squatters. And so we need to figure out what we're going to do. How we're going to think of our future, who we're voting for. Is that the right people that we need in there in Congress, especially Congress? We found out Congress is ruling the world. It's not all president, okay? President suggests, Congress says no. That's what we're getting. That's what we've been getting. Every time we get in there. Remember when Obama was in there and trying to put the justice in there? And no. Just little things, just crazy things. Then they're laughing about what they did later on. It's not funny. It just showed us the whole world. I think it educated them to the point of, it's not the president, it's you. And we have to watch who we put in there because they're not doing it. And they need term limits. I am all for it. They need, you got 2 years. If it doesn't work, we'll vote you in. We'll see. And you need to go. I think everybody needs a term limit. President got a term limit. You need a term limit. We don't stay there for life. It's over. We need a new change. We need a refresh. We need new ideas, old ideas. Maybe we need some older people coming in there that's got it. They got it. They've been around. There's some older people. They got it. They can fix that in about 5 seconds. And there's some young people coming there with some ideas. Boom. So I want you to take care, believe in what you're doing. Get off that struggle, get off the struggle plane, the struggle train, the struggle bus, and quit doing the struggle walk. And believe yourself that you are not a nacho, you are a taco. You are okay. You got this. God's got this. He's watching. He's just seeing what you're going to do. If you're going to sit there and worry about it, he's not going to do anything. You're going to go over there. Well, I'll be back in a minute. Do what you're supposed to do. Use that brain. Be the highest person that you are, because you know something. You are fantastic. And you are loved by God. You're loved by me if you hear my voice. I'm praying for you. It's going to be all right. We're going to make it. We're going to walk that walk, and it's not the struggle walk. If you're trying to be a millionaire, you're going to walk that walk. And you're going to figure it out. And find out who you need and what you need to do. So keep on going. I love you all. Take care.